for Sokol, as I said, we have some connections to medieval shapes, I call it, in the costume. And I use the fabric and a lot of padding of the fabric to show this world that Andreas was speaking about, the world of distance and the world of everyone wants to kind of protect him or herself, and a world of distance that I think has a close connection to our nowadays societies, because it's not just the virus. The virus contributed that we all have to wear masks and that we all have to keep distance to each other, yes, but also we are putting so many filters right now between us. We have telephone calls with no physical contact, but over bits and bytes. We have always this. I myself as well, always the smartphones in front of us. So I want to have these inspirations in the costume as well, that everyone is kind of in his or her own bubble and kind of protected from each other, and then trying to transform this in the end, what Andreas said, that in the end it's this kind of school of empathy is reached. For Alkid, I think the boxing idea is clear, so I don't speak about it, but about the world of Edonit, there's one special idea about the costume that I kind of want to discover together with Alkid his first contact with sexuality, and I think we do this with a zoom onto the human lips, because I think this is in the closest sense of the word, the most expressive part. And but I don't just want to show for the Edonit world this kind of softness and warmness and love, but I also want to show, and this is a big contrast, I think, when you have your first contact with sexuality, it's a close border between love and desire and lust, but on the other hand, a kind of disgust of the flesh of another body. So for me, this is quite interesting, this wandering on a tightrope, that you have on the one hand this really nice, beautiful experience, but on the other hand, I think it's also something a bit frightening to experience another body. And so I want to experiment with that, with this flesh character of another body, but on the same time the beauty of it in the costume.